don't want the same dish.
Tonight's challenge is to make us an impeccable 3-course dinner. To start this meal off, I want you to replicate one of my favorite appetizers. This is extremely technical. It requires total attention to detail and impeccable timing. It is spring risotto with fresh pea puree, white and green asparagus, and grano padano on top. You rarely see it on restaurant menus because it's just that hard to nail it.
And for your second course tonight, it's a dish full of complex flavors and has many techniques on display on just this one plate. I can't wait to see both of you replicate this masterpiece. Pan-seared salmon with beet confit, parsnip puree, and a lovely citrus vinaigrette. This dish is a great barometer of your culinary skill, how much you've learned in plating, and how to multitask.
Tonight, I want you both to replicate one of my most famous desserts, a signature dish of mine that's on several of my menus across the world.
Oh, wow.
A stunning sticky toffee pudding with a mascarpone mousse. Tonight, your sticky toffee pudding needs to be moist, flavorful, but also not too sweet. But let me warn you, if your sticky toffee pudding is dry, it's game over. Right, you'll both have just 90 minutes to complete all 3 courses. The finale is so close, you can almost taste it. Please, both of you, head to your stations.
Samantha and Jerron have to make a 3-course meal in 90 minutes by themselves. You literally have to be a master chef, such as Gordon Ramsay, in order to just be safe.
At your stations, you'll find all the ingredients you need to make our 3 complex dishes.
Are you both ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your 90 minutes start now.
Let's go, y'all.
Go, guys, give it your best.
Gents, a very tough challenge. A 3-course dinner to get your spot in the finale.
God, this is gonna be intense.
You know risotto needs to be done in the last 20 minutes. The salmon needs to be cooked with 8 to 10 minutes to go.
Yep.
And let's be honest, both those dishes don't hold. And so, was that done on purpose?
The jeopardy of this challenge is the timing. We are vying for a spot in the finale, so the techniques have to be super demanding today.
Y'all gonna have to show out today.
Now, Gordon, what is the process? What do you do first?
Dessert, because that mousse has to set. First off, you get the mascarpone mousse. Set it with the gelatine.
Samantha, what is that for?
The mousse. It's got to come to 165.
Get set into the mold, into the fridge.
I'm looking good. I'm looking good.
If it's not set properly, then it could turn into a puddle.
Yeah.
I gotta get this mousse in, gotta get this mousse in. Come on.
Now, the sticky toffee pudding. A difficult dessert to execute that takes time to rise, time to cook, and more importantly, you need an even distribution of those dates across that mixture. You've got to be so precise. Now, come on. Aron, salmon, why?
Well, for me, I wanted to see how they had progressed through this competition on cooking very delicate and very temperamental proteins. So salmons, you have to cook the skin properly, making sure it's scored and crispy, locking in all the juices. That's crucial. Next, you got to make your purees, but it has to be silky smooth. Get your beet confit going early,
Come on, baby.
because those beets need 20 to 30 minutes to cook in that vinegar sugar base.
Gotcha. 60 minutes remaining. Samantha, 3 courses. Out of the 3 dishes, what's the one dish you're most worried about?
I'm definitely worried about the sticky toffee pudding because baking is something I'm great at, but if you mess up just a little bit, it can all go south. But I'm not ready for this to be my last cook in the MasterChef kitchen. I've come a long way. I'm not ready to go home.
I've been incredibly proud of what you've achieved.
Thank you, Chef.
Final hurdle. Don't let yourself down.
Thank you, Chef.
Just under 50 minutes to go. Speed up.
Keep moving.
So halfway through, at this point, the sticky toffee pudding should be already assembled, right?
Should be going in now.
350 for 30 minutes.
The mascarpone should be in the freezer. You should have that all under control.
100%. 4 45 minutes remaining.
Oh,
You've got to multitask.
I need my timer, 28 minutes.
Oh no, the gelatin didn't go in. Shoot. I knew I was forgetting something.
she didn't put her gelatin in her mousse.
Samantha, I think she forgot her gelatin.
I can save it, I can save it.
I'm not too sure if they're going to be set in time.
In the beginning of the competition, you had some wiggle room for mistakes, but right now, being literally one step away from the finale, there's no room for error.
All good, I can save it.
I'm afraid for Samantha right now.
Sam. 45 minutes remaining.
Samantha started off with the mascarpone mousse and had forgot to put the gelatine in. But what's happened now is the whole mixture had become a lot thinner. It lost that mousse effect.
Good job, Sam.
We are down to 30 minutes remaining. Get your pans hot, start cooking that risotto, and start thinking about the execution of these 3 difficult dishes.
There we go.
Now, Joe, why a risotto?
This risotto is going to test their skills and their technique. Now, a risotto takes 20 to 24 minutes to cook, and there's no negotiating that.
Low and slow, baby, low and slow.
Slowly and gently coax the starches out of each grain of rice without exploding it or breaking it. So these cooks have to time it right.
I'm sure this is tender.
Jerron is a little bit fragmented. He's running from one side to the other.
Get the multitasking on 2 things.
He's got a lot of stuff boiling away there. You should check it.
Measuring cup.
Something doesn't smell good.
Look at Jerome. Those pickled beets are burnt. This guy's a mess.
Get your mind right.
Damn.
Right, how you doing?
Hey, Chef.
We seem a little bit all over the place.
I got a lot of stuff going on, but that's the way that my mind works. As a teacher, I have to always be moving.
There's a spot up for grabs in the finale, so we can't be all over the place.
Yes, Chef.
The beetroot, where are they?
I had to start over. You taught me not to work with mistakes. JB has me in his best interest, and I can't let him down. I'm getting up there. There's no doubt about it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Final push. Just over 10 minutes to go.
These are gonna be the craziest 10 minutes I have ever
Ever
watched.
watched.
Yeah.
Look at Samantha's the first one out of the oven with the cake.
Jerron sticks off with pudding.
He's got him out.
There's so many things.
Focus, focus, focus.
Samantha hasn't started the salmon yet. Is she too late?
Kiss it on that side.
And the Jerron salmon has been in the pan for quite a while.
No, you can't do that.
Let's go, let's go.
Come on, nice and creamy.
3 minutes to go. Got to start plating, guys.
Come on, Jerron, push, push, push.
Jerome's risotto looks amazing.
60 seconds, guys. This is it.
Come on, come on, come on.
Just 1 spot remaining in the finale.
Let's go.
This is insane.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Wow, hands in the air.
Incredible performance. Now it's time to taste all of those incredible looking dishes.
Let's start where every great dinner begins. The appetizers. Please bring your risottos up here.
That was the toughest 90 minutes of my entire life, especially because I've never cooked risotto before, but my risotto is beautiful. I do not know how I pulled this together. I think I may have a slight advantage on this one.
Samantha, how was the cooking the rice? How was the process?
I did not get the pea puree on the plate, but I think the flavor of the risotto and the texture of the risotto is there.
Jerome,
Yes.
how'd you do?
I think I did pretty well. The texture is just right. Got the cream in it, the butter, the Parmesan cheese. Everything is there, and the rice is nice and tender.
Samantha, what do you think is going to be the better risotto?
I'm thinking mine is gonna be the better risotto. He relied heavily on the fat to get the risotto where it needs to be, and I focused on the grains of rice.
How much wine did you put in?
About a quarter cup.
Jerome, what do you think?
I think mine's is gonna be the better one, simply because, you know, when it's grainy like Sam's, that's not pleasing to the palate.
How much heavy cream did you put in?
I just kind of eyeballed it. I don't think that you really need a set measurement of how much you put of, you know, each ingredient in.
Overall, 2 exceptional risottos. But I think there is one I prefer over the other. Nothing's incorrect about either of them. One is leaner, a little bit undercooked. This one is more fatter, a little bit overcooked.
Tough one. Yeah. The 2 good-looking risottos.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the main course. Please, both of you, bring up your entrees.
I'm really nervous because I hardly ever cook salmon, but I don't see any indication that it's overcooked. It looks perfectly done. So it's gonna be a close one, but I really think I've got Jerome on this.
Jerome, how did you feel that salmon entree unfolded for you?
I feel like I got the salmon on at the perfect time. I got the parsnip puree on there, but just ran out of time with the beets.
Samantha, how was the cook on the salmon?
I feel that the cook on the salmon is good. I'm glad I got the vinaigrette on there, but I'm disappointed that I only got the beets on there.
When I cut into your salmon, Sam, what should I see when I open that up and expose it?
It should still be pink.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this salmon could be worth $250,000.
Absolutely.
Here we go. What do you think?
I think it looks beautiful.
What do you think, John?
I think it's beautiful. It's glistening.
Are there elements of this dish that perhaps you're worried about?
That skin on the salmon, it looks a little too dark for me.
Jerome, how do you feel about the skin on your salmon?
Me personally, I kind of like it kind of dark that way.
What do you think, Samantha?
It's overcooked.
You guys both did admirable jobs cooking a very tricky fish, but I think I like one more than the other. So here's the deal. I think Jeron's was teetering on overcooked, yes, and he was very aggressive with the sear on the top, and there's nothing worse than overcooked salmon. Samantha, she cooked it more evenly, and that skin was perfect.
Wow. All right.
Bring down those incredible sticky toffee puddings. Let's go.
It seems like Jerron has the edge on the risotto. It was creamier, but I feel like Samantha got the edge on Jerron with the entree round because you could hear the crispiness of her salmon. So right now, it seems like it's neck and neck.
That incredible mascarpone mousse. Samantha, visually, it's disintegrated.
Yep.
And where's the caramel?
The caramel is set on top.
When you added that brown sugar, what had happened to your butter?
The butter had burned.
Let's taste. Can you hear that?
It's not good.
Wow. Can you hear that?
It's not good.
Let's get in there, shall we? Wow.
That's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Let's get into yours, shall we, young man?
Yes, chef.
Jeron,
Yes, chef.
how much gelatine did you put in that mousse?
2 strips.
Two exact recipes executed differently. There's one I do prefer. Excuse me.
I made many mistakes within that 90 minutes, but I bounced back from those mistakes. As a teacher, you know, I teach my kids all the time. It's not the mistakes you make, but it's what you learn from those mistakes. And I'm hoping that me bouncing back from these mistakes is enough to get me to the finale. Good luck, Sam.
Oh, man. 2 great sponges. Samantha's was light, steamed, beautiful. But the problem she had was to put that brown butter on there. Samantha's mousse, more liquid than Jerome's, but the flavor is mind-blowing. Then there's a level of heavy richness in Jerome's.
Yeah.
Really dense, caramel, beautiful, refined. There's no graininess. I just wish you'd tasted it before you put the caramel on there, because what you do when it's super rich, put less caramel on there. I almost want Santa's sponge and Jerome's caramel.
Yep.
There's a place in the grand finale at stake. That's why we had such a difficult challenge. But both of you did us, your mentors, proud.
We'll now be picking the best performances across all 3 dishes. Joe, whose appetizer was the best?
2 different takes on risotto. Technique was impeccable in both. The profile of the dish, Samantha's much less fat, a good cook. Jerome, much fatter, much more embellished. The best risotto tonight was cooked by Jerome.
Aaron, which entree did you prefer?
Both salmon were cooked extremely well, but one of these salmon I felt had a better, crispier skin. I thought was seasoned more and just had more of that iconic pink, persimmon-colored interior. So the home cook with the best salmon, Samantha.
Clearly, it comes down to dessert, the sticky toffee pudding. Samantha, you had the lightness and the absolute beauty and height. However, you had a mistake with the caramel, and you put that brown butter that's burnt on top.
Yeah.
Jeroen, yours was a little denser, slightly richer, with too much caramel. The best sticky toffee pudding. And the person claiming the last spot in the finale. Jeroen.
Congratulations.
Jeroen, head up to the balcony and complete our lineup for the finale.
Good job, guys. Congrats.
Oh, Samantha, 20 years of age. Promise me you're going to continue.
Of course. When I get home, first thing I'm gonna do is enroll in culinary school. It's my dream.
Come on up here and say goodbye to us, Samantha. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, great job, young lady. Oh, you were excellent.
Man. Great job.
Thank you, Chef.
I didn't think I'd be saying this, but please put your apron on your bench and have a safe trip back.
Thank you, Chef. Good night.
Love you, Sam.
Bye, guys.
Keep going.
Sam,
Chef.
one final thing.
Yes, Chef.
Last year, I put a young man through culinary school, and he's top of the class. If you're that serious about doing it, I'd love to take care of that for you. I'll pay the tuition.
Thank you, Chef. That means everything to me.
I can't wait to see the progress.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Sam.
Good luck.
Keep going, Sam.
I'm saddened to be going home, but the Samantha that's leaving learned to be confident. And that confidence comes from Gordon, my mentor, believing in me enough to help me pursue my culinary dreams outside of this competition. When one door closes, another door opens, and the door is opening on my future in this industry, and I'm so excited. Bye, guys.
Next time, it's the 2-hour MasterChef finale.
This season, for the first time ever, we are battling each other to find the greatest home cook in America.
With each home cook mentored by a different judge,
This is it.
Caesar, Ashley, and Jerron face off for $250,000
Flip, baby.
and the title of MasterChef.
The winner is...
One potato, two potato.